Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well on their end. We're doing very well here, enjoying the sun today. Nice to have after a few days of rain. Anyway, I just wanted to walk you guys through your assignment for this week and all the materials I'm going over with you guys you're getting today. And I just kind of expect some product by Monday of next week. So I'll go over that again with you guys at the very end. But let me walk you through what you guys are going to be doing and how it connects with what you were doing before we went off to spring break last week. So this week you guys are going to be working on an assignment titled Refugee Stories, Mapping a Crisis. Okay, and you guys can see that. Again, you have this shared with you. The Google document is titled Refugee Stories, Mapping the Crisis. And on that, what you guys are going to be doing is reading the stories of 3 different refugees. And the refugees are broken into sections. There's a section A, which includes about 5 different refugees, a section B, a section C, and you guys can choose any one of those that you would like to work on. One from each section, preferably. That way you get kind of 3 experiences and kind of 3 different somewhat regions and overall kind of situations. So here's kind of the sections. You'll see there's a section A, again about 4 or 5 different refugees in section A. Just gonna skip down to section B, and you guys can see where the sections are right above their titles. And then section A, Central America. And for each section, you know, like I say, scan each of them, because there might be some that are more interesting to you based on the location or the people and the experiences that they're going through. So anyway, I'd say kind of scan through them before making decisions. But 3 different sections, and you just have to do 1 refugee from each section. Okay, what you're going to be doing with that, and I'm going to go back up to the directions really quick, is then choose one of those refugees to create a map of their journey and their experiences on that journey. And here's a quick kind of look at those maps, the mapping instructions. So at the very end of the reading, you'll see a section titled, or readings, you'll see a section titled Mapping the Journey. And the instructions for completing your map are there. You'll have 2 different choices for completing the map. You can either do a map that you print out, if you have that available to you, a printer, and then just draw in the locations that the origin location where they're from, where they've traveled to, and what their experiences were. Yeah, just hold it still. What their experiences were on those places. You can do that by hand, and if you want to print out a map, there's maps available to you here. That you can print out. If though, and there's a key though too, you can see the key to fill in, you know, kind of like details on, help fill in details on where they've been, what they've done. You can also do a Google map, and the Google map I wasn't familiar with until last week. Really neat, kind of added way to do it. The instructions for completing a Google map are listed there. And so My Maps goes right from your, same thing you access Google Classroom on, Google Docs. You can access Google Maps there. And a Google map, just to show you guys really quick, and I've shared this with you guys, so you guys can see kind of what this Google map looks like. If I go to my Google map, and I put refugee, it's titled Refugee Map, but really it's just a map I did to kind of give you guys some idea what yours should look like. And this is the movement of my family. You can see from Italy to New York to eventually Gilroy. And each location has information on it. And you can share this with me if you do this Google map.
To Korea. Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so, and then what I wanted, and kind of in the situation we're in, the sheltering in place, you're not going to be presenting this information to me or your classmates. We're kind of missing out on that. So what I'm asking you guys to do is do a presentation instead for your family or friends you're sheltering in place with. And on slide 10 of the Google slide presentation, you'll see information on how that presentation should look, what things you should go over on the presentation. And then to kind of help you guys further with it, maybe when you do start presenting it to family or friends, there's a quick video that you can use as an introduction to the overall refugee crisis. Details the experience of a former world level wrestler from Syria who was a refugee in Jordan and eventually has been able to find refuge in Canada. And then for each of the refugees, depending on which one you pick, you'll see there's a picture and a map, and you can use that in your presentations if you want, or make your own Google slide presentation to kind of share with your family or friends. Okay. Your last thing you guys will be doing. Oh, and to help you guys get those presentations set and those maps set, there's this resource, which is just kind of a note-taking on the reading to help you get kind of some of those points of interest or points of importance, listed before you start putting them on a map, and just have those details set so that the map's easy to do. For each of the refugees you read about, you're also going to be writing a paragraph on their experience, and you can use this at the very end of the Google Docs. I think it's on page 32. You'll find this format for that paragraph. Again, you can do this on a separate Google Doc and then just submit that to me on Google Classroom. All right, so ultimately, you guys will be just submitting all this stuff to me on Google Docs. The paragraphs, your map, if you do a map by hand, just take a picture of it, submit it on Google Docs. If you do the Google map, of course, you can just share that with me on Google Docs as well. So if you have any questions, be sure to ask. I try to get back to all questions I get during the school hours within a few minutes of them, if not within an hour. Anything that comes after school hours, I get back within 24 hours. And again, questions on this classroom, any other academic situations or classroom situations, feel free to ask, since we kind of all have a lot of time to do that stuff now. So again, hopefully you guys get outside today, enjoy the outside, enjoy the sun, since I think we'll have it for a few days, but it's especially nice after all the rain. Okay, we're doing very well on our end. I hope you guys are doing well, your families are doing well, and I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thank you.